I blame June Cleaver. My parents divorced when I was little, and my mom raised us all by herself, often working second jobs, midnight shifts, to make ends meet. I remember wishing she were a homemaker like my friends' moms, baking cookies, volunteering at the school, keeping a beautiful home. But as I grew older, I realized how hard she worked for us and how lucky we were that she was able to support us. But I still struggled with wanting that picture-perfect June Cleaver life and wanting to be self-sufficient. I went to the College of William & Mary to study pre-med and with the dream of becoming a doctor. While I was there, I met the love of my life, and we got married 2 weeks after graduation. After the babies came, I focused on being the perfect wife, mother, and homemaker. I cleaned the house on a schedule. I cooked elaborate meals. I hosted Tupperware parties. I had the kids enrolled in every possible mommy and me activity that existed. Not only had I out-June Cleavered June Cleaver, I'm pretty sure I kicked Superwoman's ass in the process. Now, I'm grateful I was able to spend those years at home with my kids, but if I'm gonna be completely honest, when my last kid was ready to go to school, I was so ready too. I had these grand visions of days spent ladies lunching and spa days and shopping sprees. But after about 2 months, after I had organized every closet space in the house, I was bored. You see, on the outside, we lived this amazing life. We had money and a little notoriety and beautiful things, but on the inside, I was dying. I felt unappreciated by my family. I had become critical and judgmental of my friends. I felt empty and really just plain bitchy. I realized that while I was busy being wife, mother, and football's first lady, I'd lost myself. I looked around and everything I saw, everything we did, everything we had, everything we talked about revolved around my husband. I had, with my own doing, become financially and emotionally dependent. And that's not the kind of woman I wanted to be. I wanted to be the kind of woman that chased her dreams without fear, the kind of woman that was humble enough to fail but strong enough to pick herself back up. I wanted to feel that rush that you get when you take a risk. I wanted to feel alive. Instead, I had grown comfortable, afraid of making a mistake, afraid of stepping outside of my comfort zone. And I was disappointed. I was jealous of my husband. Now, don't get me wrong, I was so proud of him and I supported him in everything he did, but I was envious of the risks he took and the discipline he showed to achieve his dreams. And I wanted to be proud of myself too. Figure out what you love to do and find a way to make money doing it. That's the advice my best friend's mom gave me, and it changed my life. Ever since I was a little girl, I had always loved to design and sew. And throughout every stage of my life, no matter where I was or what I was doing, designing and sewing was my one true constant. So with adding a few years of professional experience to my lifetime of experience, I started my business designing custom wedding gowns. And working from home really suited my lifestyle of wrangling the kids and taking care of the home. But eventually my business outgrew my home, and so I had to venture out into a real place of business. And I still did all the mommy and wife things, picking the kids up from school, shuttling them to activities, grocery shopping, standing in as a substitute for my husband at public events, then back home to cook dinner and tidy the house and make sure that the kids had help with their homework and bathed and bedded, and we women have a lot to get done in a day. What I needed was a sweatsuit. Now I'm not talking those I'm going to yoga outfits. I needed something that was functional, that could really, really get me through my day, something that was polished and comfortable, yet could still turn heads. So I designed what would become my uniform, my signature dress. I got so many compliments on this dress that I decided to figure out how to mass produce it. And after 2 years, I had designed and produced my first collection of Uptown sweats by KIYA Tomlin. Now these reimagined sweatsuits, these reimagined sweatsuits are versatile, stylish, extremely comfortable, made in America, and best of all, machine washable. So what happened in med school? An amazing husband, a lot of moves, and 3 of the best kids in the world. That's what happened. But I don't think I strayed too far from my dream of becoming a doctor. I mean, I'm still studying the human body, still cutting and sewing, right? Okay, so maybe not life and death decisions, but definitely life and style decisions. And I'm happy, and I'm challenged, and I'm excited to see what each day holds in store for me. And I no longer have to worry about the what ifs, because I know that if need be, I can take care of myself, because I'm tough, and I'm proud of myself. So take that, June Cleaver.